2020 was painful for many reasons, especially the push for COVID relief. Hopefully, the holidays gave you a break from an exhausting political year. Unfortunately, one aspect of my time off disappointed me, so much so that it made it harder to unplug. Literally. It was a video game set in the future, but it has something in common with the year 2020. Namely, it should have been so much better. More than 13 million people, including me, have bought the hotly anticipated new title Cyberpunk 2077. You play as a mercenary for hire named V in a future dystopia called Night City. V is fighting to survive after stealing an implantable chip that promises a kind of immortality. Playing is like walking around inside Blade Runner, interacting with people, advancing the story however you want. So far, I've played for 77 hours and counting. When it works, Cyberpunk 2077 is a masterpiece, but glitches are everywhere. And they're ridiculous. This one posted on YouTube shows the first-person camera not quite aligned with your character's head. That's why the eyes and the hair keep showing up. It feels like opening day at a theme park, but some of the characters' costumes are inside out, and some of the rides take off without anyone on board, and other rides fall out of the sky, and every few hours, the whole damn park just shuts down all at once. No wonder so many people are demanding refunds, and one investor is actively seeking a class action lawsuit. Okay, I know. Cue the world's tiniest violin for our first world nerd problems, right? Oh no, I was just about to infiltrate the gang hideout and hack the mainframe with the code to the immortality chip, just as I was picking which assault rifle has the highest damage per second rating, and now I have to cross the bridge into cyberspace again. Is there no God? I get it. But the studio behind Cyberpunk 2077 knows it's got to fix this, or the reputational damage could be permanent. So, back to Earth. What does this have to do with real life? Well, frankly, all of this makes me wish that more citizens were as demanding as some gamers are, especially considering how Washington plays us at times. Take Congress. None of its major players seem the least bit nervous about losing their leadership positions after negotiating a COVID relief deal that no one's very proud of, and doing so well past the 11th hour. They face basically no pressure to step aside at all after this debacle. Why not? And aren't we sick of all this by now? I mean, 2020 was supposed to be a year of flying cars and whatnot. And instead, we got a global pandemic that we largely chose not to fight, an ongoing battle for justice in law enforcement, which we'll talk more about in a minute, and a presidential election that refuses to end quietly. 2020 was a year of glitches, and we won't get our money back or our time. But the thing is, as much as I want to put my PlayStation in a blender right now, the only way to prevent this kind of disappointment completely is to quit playing for good. I lost more sleep and shed more tears in 2020 than I ever want to again. Maybe you did too. But still, I'm going to stay in this game. Nothing is glitch-free. And I can demand better from the people who screwed this up, or walk away from them if they don't do right. Gamers demand that the systems we invest time and money in at least work. Citizens should demand the same from our governments, always. I cannot fault you for getting sick of playing these political games year after year. But unplugging? Who really wins if we do that?
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.